We're back. I'm Lexi.
I'm Jack, and this is Senioritis podcast.
Episode 2.
Now we're talking about classes, as you already know, but for those who
As
don't.
mentioned in the last podcast.
That is true. One class you have to take is Words from the Wild.
With Mr. King. Hopefully you get
Mr. King. Nothing for Mr. Navarro.
We both just personally have Mr. King and we love him.
Yeah. I mean, I had Mr. Navarro for freshman English, so he's still a chill guy. I think it's a reincarnation of Mr. King. Like the exact same person.
Really?
Yeah, they're literally the exact same.
I could say I don't think anyone will ever love nature more than Mr. King, though.
That is true. He's
Yeah.
done it. I don't know when he started the class. I think it's been like 15 years. But
I'm not sure.
the story
It's been
behind
a while.
it. The class came because he was reading the book, Words.
From the Wild.
Not from the Wild. I think it was Words to the Wild.
Oh.
And then someone asked him, hey, do you want to start a new class? And he said, yeah, Words for the Wild. So he loves
Okay.
nature. I had him for junior English, too.
Really lucky. Well, I didn't go here, so
Well,
I
yeah,
couldn't
you didn't
really.
go here, but I think he loves teaching. He loves what he does, which is very important because some teachers, I feel like, aren't the same.
Right.
They're not as passionate and looking forward. I think he values not, the grade is something, but I think learning something
Right.
from his
Like
class
he
is
loves
something
teaching.
else. Yeah.
He loves teaching it.
And just like having a good time because that's what school should be, I think.
Right. It's always fun. I've never had a class with him that's like a boring, like
Once he
working
goes,
just to work kind
Yeah,
of class.
just like get busy stuff,
work
yeah,
stuff,
yeah.
yeah.
some things we do, buzzword. I'm not the brightest at it. Buzzword.
It's so fun. So it's basically this card with, there's one word.
So, for instance, the word would have I. It'd be I, but everything else, when
Like-
he reads these off, you have to have I in the word.
Right. So there'll be like a question, and like all of your answers will be like, will have I. So it'd be like eyeball or eyewitness
Yeah.
or just any, like the answers have to include the word I.
Yeah. So,
And then we just go back. There's like 2 teams, and we go back and forth. And
first to 50 points win. But that's mostly
Yeah.
on, like, rainy days or really cold
days we can't go outside.
My favorite unit was the fishing unit.
Yeah,
I
I
love
couldn't.
fishing.
I couldn't go. I never
Oh,
went
yeah.
fishing.
You had, like, a broken leg.
Something like that.
Yeah. Fishing, super fun. I feel like we did it only for a week. Kind of wish we did a little bit longer.
Yeah, I did the practice fishing.
That is
Where
true.
we learned how to cast.
Yeah.
Oh, that's another thing about this class is like you don't have to know how to do anything.
Yeah, he teaches
Like
you everything.
he'll show you everything.
So if you're passionate about, I guess, fishing. I mean, I wasn't really passionate about nature. Like, I didn't
think any like not that I
to
didn't
be
think
guilty.
anything of
Yeah. I didn't
of
feel
nature,
very
but I
like
didn't like
I didn't respect nature
Right,
that much
right.
until this class. So obviously he's teaching for the love of it.
right. And
Which
he's
is
doing
good.
something right, that's for sure.
I mean, during his Connect, I go to his Connect. Do you go to his Connect?
I usually do unless I have to go somewhere else.
We build trails. I don't think Lexi's actually built any trails, which, hey, that's okay. But you're still going outside.
I go watch.
He's very passionate about keeping the trails
Yeah.
clear. I enjoy doing it. There's nothing else. I feel like Connect is boring, so and
So
it should
you're
be
getting
gone.
something out of it at least.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's another thing we do? Bird watching.
We're watching. Interesting. I can't tell you one bird. Well, I could tell you birds, but I can never determine. All I know is Carolina Wren can do tea kettle.
Tea kettle.
That's it.
Or what's the one that is an owl? It's like, ooh.
Oh, the mourning dove.
See, we know what we're talking about.
Yeah, but I
Kinda.
was more into the tree stuff because you'd let us hike around and
Okay,
look
so
for
basically
trees.
what we're talking about is with the birds, we'd go and we'd get binoculars and we'd bird watch and we'd figure out what birds make what noise. And then we had like a test on it. It's not really a test because everyone gets 100, but it's like a bragging rights kind of test, right?
Yeah.
And then we did the same thing for trees. Like, he'd point out a tree, and we'd have to figure out what kind of tree it was. And then for the quote-unquote test, he'd bring in, like, leaves. and we had to know or guess what tree it was.
Yeah, or you walked up to trees out in the trails. I don't know. You might have not been there that day.
Yeah, I had to redo it, and he just brought me leaves.
Well, I think the concept of the class is a good idea.
Yeah.
I think getting out in nature, because I think nature gives you, like, serotonin. I don't know what serotonin is. I've seen this on Google. For some reason, I was Googling it. I wish more classes were, like, hands-on, like his class, because a lot of it's, like, concept, and you're just, like, imagining what it could be.
Well, I'm also a very, like, hands-on learner, so, like, it helps me to learn whenever I'm, like, actually doing something and, like, participating in something rather than just, like, being taught to, if that makes sense.
We're in the survival unit. Did you ever get that fire built? Did you ever attempt to build a fire?
No.
You didn't? It was probably the hardest thing I've ever done.
Waddy kind of threw fire at people, so
yeah, that's
that
Waddy
kind of was
for
short-ended.
Yeah, Waddy tends to get a little crazy out in nature.
Yeah, it makes him do something.
Yeah.
Feel some type of way.
He really is.
What else do we do? Oh, he'll give us, like, these poems or, like, stories, and we'll, like, someone will be, like, reading them. So we all get, like, groups. And someone in the group will, like, read it, and then the other people will act it out. And he loves it. He's, like, cheesing the whole time.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's his favorite thing to do.
Well, I think he tries to, like, well, you really can't hide in his class. Like, you can't just be the kid that never talks and then, like, think you're going to, like, just ease by the, like, class, I guess. He tries to get everyone, like, be their full self.
Yeah. Like, he wants to get to know every person.
Yeah.
And we have, our contribution to the class.
Yeah.
And that can be literally anything. Like, for me, I didn't have one, and we were playing headband one day. And my contribution to the class was putting people's headband card into their thing. So it's not like you're forced to do stuff or, like, forced to come out of your comfort zone, but, like, he'll make it possible for you.
Yeah. The biggest thing is the journal in the class.
Yeah.
Which is, like, currently we have 20 pages of it. But, like, it's not hard. Like, you just need to sit down and do it.
Right. Like, with everything we do, like, every activity, he'll assign, like, a journal thing. And so whether it's, like, about the birds or about the trees or about the poems we read or those shows we watch, like, we'll have a journal assignment to go with it.
Yeah. I'm kind of sad that it's only a semester class and we currently have 2 weeks left with them.
Yeah. I wish we could take it both. Like, even if it was the same exact thing all over again, I'd do it again.
The thing is, those classes, like, literally fill up. Like, I don't think you can get into those classes because it's just so heavily, like, senior. Yeah. It's a good break in your day. Like, it's not like you're going to be climbing mountains, and I guess it's not that hard when it comes to actual schoolwork. You're never going to have homework unless you just get behind in your journals, which does happen. Like, you have to do them.
But he also gives us so much in-class time to do them. Or, like, we'll just go.
If it's raining, it'll be mostly journal work.
Or some days we'll even just go outside and get chairs and just go sit and work on them.
Yeah.
So it's not like, I don't know, if you're doing something during the class, you're fine.
Yeah. And most likely you're going to have friends in your class.
Who will help you.
Yeah.
And
so
stuff.
you kind of just pass it around.
Yeah. I mean, you'll get it done either way. But I feel bad for whoever doesn't take it. Like, I feel like that's like
yeah. It's such a big senior thing, I feel like.
It's like, words from the wild, goodbye.
Like as a freshman, like, my sister was a senior, and that's all she would, like, talk about. Mm-hmm. And she had Mr. King. So, like, I guess I'm lucky to have Mr. King back-to-back years.
Yeah.
Even though he did think I cheated on my final essay. Because Kobe kind of copied my final essay.
He thinks that you did?
Yeah, well, I didn't. I wrote the original piece, but he liked Kobe more than me. He thought I'd cheat a lot, so, like, I don't know why.
Well, he likes you now, so.
Well, I know why. I didn't wear my mask, and that's where teachers would find, like, grudges against, which is okay. Like,
I mean, it's valid.
It's valid. It was a mandate at the time, but it made me, like, too hot. Like, I started, like, panicking a little bit. Like, I couldn't do that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Are there any other classes that you take that would you say is a senior year class? Obviously, early release.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, I'm out of here right
Not
after.
having lunch.
That's true. 12:15 on Fridays.
Oh, wait, we get out at 12:15 on Fridays?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So we're gonna be out early today.
Yeah. Today's Friday, just in case you didn't.
Just
to put that together for you guys.
Yeah.
I think MMR.
Oh man.
I mean, it's kind of.
Even though you say it's kind of hard.
Don't tell people that.
Which I don't know. I've never.
That's
taken
just
it.
like a math class. That's like I didn't want to take pre-calc or stats.
Well, if you struggle in algebra too, I would not recommend taking pre-calc.
Yeah, definitely not.
Like if you really struggle.
Yeah,
But like
so
I think
me.
pre-calc is kind of easy. I have Mr. White.
Well,
I love
chill
Mr.
out.
White.
Chill out.
Hey, it happens. Everyone's good at something. I'm not very good at like.
Am I good at something?
Yeah, you're good at making podcasts. That's why we're on it.
Right. That was a good one. But basically MMR is like a applied math kind of thing. So it's like applying math that we've learned in the past to real world situations. But I mean, we mostly just throw Barbies off
The top
platforms.
of things and
Barbie bungee jump.
Hopefully they work.
It's fun.
Yeah. Would you have any reflection on this semester, since it is coming to an end? What would you say? What would you sum up this first semester? You're glad you transferred?
Yeah.
Is that all?
Fun.
Fun?
Compared to Ursuline, like, just fun, honestly.
Yeah. I could see that, yeah. I don't know. Mine would be, yeah, I've had a lot of fun this semester, but it goes by way too quick.
Yeah. No, someone
It's
was
weird.
like, we have 2 weeks left after this week. And I'm like, huh?
Yeah.
Like, what?
I think, like...
It's crazy to think about.
I think when you, like, as, like, a freshman, you want, like, school to go quick.
Yeah, you're like, oh my goodness.
Like,
I'm
this
so sick of
sucks. Like, I
this.
hate
Yeah.
school. Like, please get this day over with.
Well, even
And
junior
sophomore year, yeah, and junior year, you're just like, I can't do this. But when you're senior, like,
it just
I don't
flies
I don't
by.
like complain to go to school. It might be different for you. It probably
Well,
is. Like I'm not like I'm obviously I don't want to go to school, but I'm not like, oh, I can't like do this. Like I just like hate this.
it's not even that for me. It's just I can't get up in the mornings. Like it's so hard for me to get out of bed.
Yeah. That's probably, why we're doing this podcast currently. I can't believe we're like talking this much. I'm not much of a morning person. So
yeah, this is our first bell.
Yeah.
FYI. Just giving you some.
But I think senior year, like
cats.
I don't like complain.
Yeah, I can see that.
Like once I get to school, I'm like okay.
Yeah.
But like you see the weeks like fly by. Obviously, I don't want to be in some classes.
Right.
But like the weeks really do start flying by, and it's kind of weird to see it already in December.
Crazy. Like in just one more semester, like we're going off to college.
Which is a little scary.
That's terrifying.
Yeah.
I don't even know where I'm going. I finally applied to all my schools though.
Oh yeah, because December 1st was the deadline
for scholarship.
For scholarship. So now the rest is just rolling.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
good luck on your application.
Thank you. You too.
I think I get mine back next week, or no? Yeah,
You
like
should soon.
not next week, but the following. I should be getting like replies, but I don't know like if they like tell you if you get money from that school or not.
Yeah, I don't know how that works. Yeah.
I don't know.
Anyways, another great podcast for you guys.
You know how it is. Senioritis.
2 P's in a podcast.
No, it's
Bye.
not.